Everyone, I am Imposter Dev. I'm back again. So today I am going to practice Tic Tac Toe from GreatFrontEnd. We all know about the Tic Tac Toe, and the rule is simple: X and O uh, will be playing turn by turn in a three by three board, and then we have to match three things: horizontally, diagonally, and vertically. So that's the thing. So first of all, uh, we need uh, let's define this thing here. We need as a state. So for the configuration we can have the customizable section, so we will get as props for row and columns, so that we can define, and the match number. So we will have that number, so how many things we want to match by that section. So that will be our case. So so this is the thing for the pros. So the state, we need to define that game is which player turn it is. So we have to define that the turn. First of all, we need this one, and we need this one. Okay. We need that player turn state. So which player turn, and also we will maintain 3 by 3 grid here, area of array, like they 3 by 3 state for which which player placed which move into that grid. So it will have 3 by 3 grid as well as a state 3 by 3, or whatever row and columns we are getting. So that's it. Then we place in every moves, we will look for that uh, that state, is it matching or not, or the game is over, kind of like there is no place left to place a move. So these things are needed here. So which player turn, and 3 by 3 grid for that move, that row and columns there, and also that state game or match. Okay, so it is matching or not for each move. So we need these three states, I guess, for now. And also another thing is that resetting that game state. So we also need that reset state that will revert our board and that player turn to the that section. So that is the thing. So for let's say it will be stat, so that we can define, and also this will be a props or config, we can say. We can say, let's see. Okay, this is very tough. Okay. Okay, then let's bring it like this. Okay. Okay, so now for the rendering part, we will use grid and button. So each section will be a button. If we if we place something there, then it will disable, right? That's it. Okay, it will be disabled. Okay, okay, so that's it. So let's start with the design. So let's make a component that called Tic Tac Toe. Tic Tac Toe. I make mistakes here and there. So let's start with that UI rendering here for now. So we return, so here we will return something like game. Okay, here we will get rows, columns and match number. It should have a better name, but for now I will keep it as it is we discuss. So here will be Tic Tac Toe with rows. We are sending 3 columns, will be 3 as well by default, and match number also 3. So this is it. So here we will do our thing. This will be this will have a class name called board. This will be our board, and then we will have a piece that will have a class name will be piece. This should be a piece. Board. Let's see what it is called. I don't want to make it place. Turn to a place. So let's make a place. Okay, for now let's make a place for this thing. So let's duplicate this on 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. There we should use button instead of div. Button, right? So here we will show button. Here we will show that icon X or O. Three and 9. Okay, for now I am doing this way to design it. Okay, so let's use in board. Display great. Okay, here we will have style grid template column repeat rows with 1 if or this should be a template string like this. Row, create template row. Okay, I missed it, so let's say create template columns. So let's create template rows. Okay, just copy this to, I think I made, so template columns, template rows, columns. Oh, why this is not showing? Wait. Aspect ratio 1:1, border on 3 pixels, solid gray. I think I missed something. Class name. If I don't do aspect ratio 1:1 is good. So wow, so don't need this. Okay, done. So button have default over event, so we will use that one. So place it will have something like I don't know what can be the color, what will be the design for this one. Border none, okay, so border none shouldn't be there. So let's keep as it is for now. So if the style is needed, then we will add later. Right now I can't find anything for now, so I can do border radius 0 for that, and still we have that gap here, so just for this purpose, so not going to add this. So let's add total count should be rows divided by columns. So if we want to by default value should be there. So total count here, we need this, but I think we don't need at all if we do in a 3x3. So let's keep it as it is. Total count, I think we need 8. Wow, where we are getting this from? Wow, it's kind of weird, so let's keep as it is. So uh, so this is it. So now we have to make a make a now we have to make a now we have to make a state or 3 by 3 or whatever array of array state that will determine uh, that state. So const table will be get table with rows and columns. So let's make a function const get table rows columns return array from length will be 3 dot map in we don't need anything here, just as it is. Return array dot form. Okay, here we columns dot with null. So this is it. So let's just log the table that we are getting that properly with that 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, so good, we are getting that. So okay, now let's map it with the table map. Now we need these things, we need this thing. So okay. Now I am making a mistake here. If I want to show it in a grid, then we cannot use the 3 by 3 grid, so we have to make a flat. Okay, now I have a challenge. Why do I have a challenge? I can generate here we'll have our id row index, and it should have the row file. Let's have full name row index, and it should have column hello, and call index. Good. Right. Right. Okay, now we will do something different. For then a const is value is placed so boolean table row index and call index d is available if that is placed is there. Wow. Okay. I don't think I need that call. Okay, so I think I cannot click on it, so let's handle click, handle click, we handle click. So here we need another we'll click. Okay, so now let's look at it, that is has disabled or not. No, it is not disabled, so let's see it is working or not. So now clicked. Okay, it's okay, it's working. It will call by the row index and column index, row index and column index. IDX, CIDX. Okay, I already said. Okay, now let's convert this to a state table, set table with a state, use state. It should have memoized value. Okay, For now let's keep as it is, but it will call every render in every way. So now we are not concerning on. So player turn. Now we have to define a player turn. Okay, instead of const player turn will be used. By default it will start with x and then set player turn. Okay, so whenever we are calling it, set table div up const new table will be clone of the previous one and return new table. Before that we will use new table RID CID with the player turn. Now we have to change the player turn. If player turn equal x, then we will set player turn to O. I think it should have capital X, so we can use a constant here, so I will do it. So else set player turn with x. So let's have it. Ooh, row value dot map. Oh, sorry. I did a mistake here. Okay, so now you saw the point. Okay, we can make another thing. The font size 30 pixel, font weight bold. Okay, that's good. 36 will be much better. So this is it. And also another thing we forget here, another thing we have forgotten here, so handle reset should be there. Const handle reset will be needed. So handle reset set player turn to x and set table to get table with rows columns. That's it for now. If use effect we need to rerun when rows and columns is changed, then we preset will be called. Here we need to import use effect here. Okay, now it is good. Oh, it has a problem. Isn't it disabled? Wow, it is not disabled. Okay, I have to check it is placed disable. Let's check it again. So let's have disable true. Okay, so somehow we are not getting this. Not is equal to null. Yeah, this is working, so that is good. We cannot do. So somehow we need to keep the design, so I am not focusing on the design for now. For now I want to implement it as soon as possible. Why I cannot collapse it? Okay, so everything is here. So we have forgot two things here to add them. So message and reset button. So here will be a button reset. This will be inside a div. So class name will be reset section. Let's keep it as it is. So reset section, display flags, justify content center, align item center, and margin top will be 15 pixels. Okay, that's it. So whenever we are clicking on that, we will have reset section on click and reset. Okay, so let's have, okay, done. And it will be is played, and then okay, so now we will have count is played. So we want to determine table dot flat dot sum is equal to null, then you will have a split. Okay, that's it. It is good. Okay, now we have to maintain a message. If you will have a okay, I am having some flu, flu or cold allergy, so I okay, so it will be only be shown when the result is done. So first of all, the message will be defined from the result. So const is game ended, that will be table dot flat dot length equal dot filter item is not equal null item and then total count. So item is will filter if it is okay, then the game is ended. If the game is ended, okay, we will show it here. If it is game ended, okay, just see it, that is game ended. Okay, style text align center font bold. Okay, that's it for now. Game ended. So here we will have the result. We are getting okay. So now our challenge is here to find it out who is winner or it is draw. Okay, so for now on, let's have a beginner approach to solve it, that whenever table is changed, then call or look for the result and set that result by default const result set result So we can easily use a memo then if we need a state. So let's use a memo, then const result that memo will be run. It is not good at all. Table whenever the table is changing, so it is not doing anything. I guess use memo here will do nothing. I guess better we should use effect. Also we have to show the result here instead of game ended. Okay, good enough. Uh, okay. How can I find that who is winner? We need to use a backtrack algorithm here. So for now, return it's draw by default. Okay, like it will have that result, not by default. So for now, if check winner, we will have a function. Okay, I think we have. So how can I determine that who is winner? We can use memoize also here. So let's say I have 3 by 3 great at x 0 0 0. Okay, how can I build a okay? Okay, now I'm stuck here. I'm not getting a point. How I will match? I'm thinking for a solution that is easy thing, but if it will not work for customized customized things, I'm for now I'm thinking that I will have a set 103 and then I will push it and match a checker. So It is very easy, I guess. So I will have a combination of these three. I will check them, and then if all of them is okay, then who is that winner? Mhm. So let's start with that. uh, Condition. Okay. How I need to do? I need to check in row wise, I need to check in column wise, I need to check in diagonally, right? But how I can write that function? Okay, okay, okay. Think it easy. I think I should use a brute force approach. Right. Okay, okay. Now I am. Let's let me think about like this way. So I got x. I'll start with 0 0, then map with that. It is going no. Then I'll back with this, and then here, then here. But I have to. It will run in every time, and every time I have to check it. So how can I? So how can I? How can I? How can I? Oh, okay. Okay, okay. I think I already used more. I spent 1 hour on this problem, but this is the final part. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, okay. Let's start by doing something. Start DFS. DFS with 0 and 0. Okay. If it is, then const winner will be DFS 0. Then if that winner is there, then return player X own, or okay. Okay, so now let's write const dfs with the table. We are doing it wrong. We are not table. Great. Okay. Okay. Let's. I forget about DFS. How can I do DFS? DFS will look. It will start from that. Then look for the second one. Okay. If okay is okay. Let's look for DFS here. let's copy this one. Okay. Where they got that visited? Actually, I forget about that DFS thing, so I have to practice again. So for now, so I think I won't do this again. For now on, now on. So now I am closing the session, but I did good from my side.